forward-thinking fashion designer Sihle Masango is establishing himself on the African fashion scene with his distinctive creations that appeal to contemporary men and women who want to stand out. All over the continent, runways and fashion shows have featured Sihle's creations. He joins us in studio to talk about his work. Sihle, thank you very much for your time this morning.
Hello.
Maybe let's start way back when you realized that this is something that you want to do beyond, just the average or the ordinary.
I think it sort of chose me. I didn't really choose it. I went to an art school and I always used to sketch and draw, and I was like very creative in that sense. And then one day when you're in class and then the other artists are very pouring their heart out and they're tortured and stuff, and then my art teacher would always be like, I need more, Sihle. I need more than just pretty women. I need more. And I was like, what is this girl on about? Like, what more does she want than pretty women? And then ultimately, she was just set me down and just your work is more fashion. It's more fashion. I think you should consider fashion. And then when I really tapped into that fashion element, I always loved magazines. I always loved Disney princesses. They were my favorite. So it always, I guess it chose me, beautiful things and pretty things has just always pulled at me.
Sure. And who do you make clothes for?
I make clothes for the man and the woman who want to stand out in a crowd. Definitely not one for the shrinking violets. Want to stand out, you want to make a statement, you want to be noticed, you want to look gorgeous and beautiful. That's what I make clothes for.
Sure. And what inspires you?
Everything. Everything inspires me. I think the world is so chaotic and beautiful and mixed messages and all of that. Everything inspires me in the world. I think living in South Africa inspires me. Africa inspires me. So any and everything inspires me, actually. Really. I love the world we live in.
The collaborations between yourself and other countries on the continent, how would you describe the way we've managed to find each other and draw inspiration from what makes us a people?
I think as Africans, which is my traveling has been limited to just being traveling and exploring the continent. So as Africans, the one thing I do know that we do is we're very showy. We're a show-off type of people, and I love that big, bold, bright prints, colors, and minerals, golds, silvers, platinums. So we're very showy people, and I love that about Africa and traveling in Africa. And so the one thing that connects us, the thread that I've sort of noticed, is that we're just all a very showy people, and we love to express ourselves, big, bold Africans. Why
is it important to also understand the business of art?
Money. Money is what's important. At the end of the day, I think we all would love to do what we love, but we all gotta live, gotta make a living. And so when you understand the business of fashion, you then also start to respect fashion, because you understand that this is feeding families. This is an industry that is creating jobs for millions of people in the country, and it's feeding millions of families. Because if I hire my tiny staff of 6, right? I hire 6 people, but those 6 people feed 6 more people. So that's why it's important to understand the business of fashion.
Sure. And the future, what does it hold for you?
The future, what does it hold for me? hopefully international. We've conquered Africa, now we're trying to go international. That's what the future holds for me. I want to conquer the European market, the Western world. No, added a bit.
Sure. Yeah. And what do you say to a dudu who's but I know how to cut up an old pair of jeans and make a skirt out of it, so I can do this thing. How important is it to have that training from school?
Look, I think everything in life is an experience, right? Everything is an experience, but there's so much value in going to an institution and being taught. I used to have an art teacher who used to say, you need to know the rules so you can break the rules. So if you're going in blindly, you're going to stumble and make a lot more mistakes than if you knew the rules, you'd know where to break the rules and where to change the rules. So that's the important part about going to an institution and learning and knowing, getting that formal training. And also, like I say, it minimizes your journey to where you want to go, because we all know where we want to go, but with the training, you minimize going there. It's sort of like how when anyone who studied you think you know how the working world works, and then you go to varsity and then they teach you the theory, and then you get into the actual job and you find out that, hey, this is not actually how it is. But can you imagine if you did not go to varsity? And then now when you arrive, oh, the stumbling block and the messes you make, because you've got no foundation to start from. So that's the nice thing about getting the formal training, is that like it gives you a foundation to work from and springboard from.
Sihle, all the best, and thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much.
Sihle Masango is a fashion designer.